Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhi Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. We are studying the 19th Sutra of the Brahma Sutras, first chapter, first pada, sixth adhikarana. The sutra is Asmin Nasya cha Tadyogam Shasti. So Shasti, the scriptures speak of the unity, yogam, of this jiva or this mukshu, and also that which is denoted by the word Anandamaya. These two are said to be identical here. These two are said to be identical here. So we were seeing that. In that, we saw Tacha Paramatma Parigrahe Ghatate Na Pradhana Parigrahe Jiva Parigrahe Va. So here, since the Jivatma has been instructed by the scriptures, that is by the Shastra, has been told by the scriptures or the Shastras to be identical with it has been instructed or told by the Shastras to be identical with Jivatma. So it is identical with Jivatma. Has been told in that manner. And so here, if we take the meaning parigraha, if we take the meaning of parigraha means to grasp, here grasping the meaning. If we take the meaning of Paramatma, that means the word Anandamaya, if it is taken to mean Paramatma, only then this identity can be established. But if we were to take Anandamaya to mean either Pradhana, Pradhana is the principle according to Sankhya philosophy, which is the cause of this universe. And that principle is insentient. So if we were to take this Anandamaya to mean Pradhana, or if we were to take Anandamaya to mean Jiva, Jiva Parigraheva, Jivatma, in neither of these cases would it be logical. It would not be logical. Tasmat, therefore, Anandamaya Paramatma iti sthitam. Therefore, it is sthitam, established, that Anandamaya means, the word Anandamaya means Paramatma, Supreme Soul. Idam tu iha vaktavyam. So that is what is here told. or here it has been told, Sava Esha Purushaha Anna Rasamayah. That Purusha, that principle is of the essence of food. Anna, food, rasa, essence. So it is of the nature of the essence of food. Tasmad va etasmad anna rasamayat anyontara atma pranamaya. So from that being which is of the essence of food, if you go inside antara, there is another being which is pranamaya, which is full of prana or vital energy. Tasmat, and also different from that, Anyah, Antara Atma Manomaya. So different from that pranamaya being or being that is of the nature of prana, there is Anya Antara Atma Manomaya. Inside there is another indwelling Atman, which is of the nature of mind. Tasmat, so Manomayat. So different from that Atman, which is of the nature of mind, Manas, Anya Antara Atma Vijnanamaya. There is another being which is of the nature of Vijnana. So here in the Taittiriya Upanishad, second chapter, first, second, and third, and fourth sections, mantras, here the Pancha Koshas have been described. And the description is that the Annamaya Kosha is covered by the Pranamaya Kosha, which is covered by Vijnanamaya Kosha, like that. Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha. So the covering, the outermost covering is Annamaya Kosha. And then inside that is Pranamaya Kosha. And then inside that is Manomaya Kosha. And inside that is Vijnanamaya Kosha. And the closest covering or the last covering is Anandamaya Kosha. That is how it is. That is the explanation here in the Taittiriya Upanishad. So that is where this Anandamaya comes. But the Anandamaya which we are trying to understand is not this Anandamaya. So here this is this leads to an objection. This is an objection by the Sankhya philosophers, the opponent party. Iticha, in this manner, vikararthe, in the sense of, arthe in the sense of or in the meaning of, vikara or modification or change, mayat pravahe. Mayat is maya, maya, this Anandamaya, Vijnanamaya, Manomaya. This maya, it's a suffix, and that suffix is called mayat. Mayat pravahe. That means in this continuous iteration or repetition of this mayat, this suffix called mayat, Satyanandamaya eva akasmad ardha jarati nyayena kathamiva mayataha prachuryarthatvam brahma vishayatvam cha ashriyata iti. So the objection by Sankhya philosophers is Anandamaya. In one place you are saying that it signifies a covering of on Atman. covering on true nature. So it is basically something which is of ignorance. Something which is ignorance. Just a minute. So here the question is that this Anandamaya which you are talking about is first you are saying that there is an Anandamaya phrase which you say that it means a covering on Atman. After some time there is another Anandamaya which comes, and that you say is not a covering of Atman. It is not in the realm of ignorance, but it is the nature of Atman or Brahman. So Anandamaya. So in one case, you are saying that it is a limitation, Anandamaya. In another case, you are saying that Prachurya Arthe, we have seen it already, in the sense of abundance. So the objection of Sankhya philosopher is Mayat Pravahe, when in succession, this suffix Mayat has been used to mean covering. Satyanandamaya eva. So how can you say that this Mayat which occurs afterwards, Anandamaya, first Anandamaya occurs in the sense of a covering. Then Anandamaya word occurs. There you are saying that it denotes Brahman. So while successively Mayat or Maya has been used to mean covering or ignorance, how can this Maya, Anandamaya, mean Sati Anandamaya? Sati Anandamaya means which is Anandamaya, which is Brahman. Eva Akasmat. How can you say that it is Akasmat suddenly? Ardha Rajati Nyayena. Ardha Jarati Nyayena. So Jarati means an old woman. So Ardha Jarati means, suppose there is a woman and some part of that woman you find to be old and some part like a young woman. It is not possible. Basically, this is a maxim in Sanskrita, which means that either a person will be old or young. You cannot say that partly old and partly young. So Ardha Jarati means half old and half young. It is not possible. So like that, in a succession, Maya word is used or this suffix is used. How can you suddenly say that, this Maya, Anandamaya means ignorance and the further Anandamaya means Brahman. So, Kathamiva, how is it? Mayataha Prachurya Arthatvam. How can this Mayat, of Mayat or the suffix Mayat can be Brahma Vishayatvam? How can it be used to mean Brahman? Cha Ashriyata iti. How can you make it mean Brahman? How can you tell this? Based on what? Because successively, if you see that Maya suffix has been used to mean covering, how can you suddenly say that here it means abundance? It is like saying that one woman is partly old and partly young, which is not possible. So then the sutra which has been already discussed is quoted here. Mantra varnika brahmadikarat iti chet. Chet, if one were to say that it is because of adhikara. Adhikara means that section which is mantra varnika brahma. So mantra in mantra, varnika explained. So that which has been explained in the mantra, Brahman, because in the section Brahman has been explained in the mantra. That is why we take this meaning for the next Anandamaya. If one were to say, then that is also objected. No, it is not. We cannot accept that, or that statement is not logical, or it is not proper. Why? Annamayadinam api tarhi brahmatva prasangah. Okay, so you are saying that Anandamaya, when it is used the second time, it means Brahman. And when asked why it means Brahman, you are saying that because in the Upanishad mantra, it has been explained as meaning Brahman. So that example or that logic cannot be given. Why? If that were the case, then Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, all that will mean Brahman. Because it is not just Anandamaya, it is there near that explanation that Anandamaya means Brahman. All these Maya, all these Anandamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Pranamaya, Annamaya, everything is coming in succession. Mayat Pravaha. Then if they all are coming in succession, then it will automatically mean that they also mean Brahman. It's not just Anandamaya, because this Maya, if you say it is because of abundance, Maya has been used, then all these also Brahmatva tarhi, then Brahmatva prasangaha, Annamaya dinam api also of Annamaya adinam, of Annamaya, etc. It will mean that they are also denoting Brahman. Then that is explained, or that is clarified. Means this again, it is told here, this Purva Paksha, opponent, the person who is now objecting, is clarifying this objection. Atra aha. Here it is been told by the Purva Paksha, Sankhya philosophers, who are making this objection that no, we cannot accept this statement, that because it has been told in the mantra, so that is why you are accepting that, or you are taking the second Anandamaya to mean Brahman. We cannot accept that. Why can't we accept? Because then Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, all this also will mean Brahman. Atra aha. We are explaining this objection. How? Yuktam Annamayadinam Abrahmatvam. Because you see, Annamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, etc., they are not Brahman. They are not Brahman. So their Abrahmatvam is Yuktam. That means their non-Brahmanhood, or their not being Brahman, is logical. That is plausible. That is logical. Tasmad antarasya asya anyasya atmanah uchyamanatvat. Why is it logical that Annamaya, etc. is not Brahman? Because tasmad antarasya anyasya atmana uchyamanatvat. Because it has been told that tasmad, inside one and inside that another one. So inside one there is a second one, and in that second one, inside second one, there is a third one. In that manner, Atma has been told. So Anyontara Atma, inside another Atma, which is, so in Anna Atma, Anyontara Atma, Pranamaya. Inside that, another Atma is there, which is Pranamaya. Another self is there, which is Pranamaya. Then Anyontara Atma, Manomaya. Inside Pranamaya Atma, there is Manomaya Atma. Inside Manomaya Atma, there is Vijnanamaya Atma. And inside Vijnanamaya Atma. So like that, it has been told that one thing is there inside another thing. But Anandamaya is final. Inside Vijnanamaya Atma, there is Anandamaya Atma. Nobody is saying that inside Anandamaya Atma, something else is there. So because Anandamaya is final, that Anandamaya itself is Brahman. So the first time Anandamaya comes, that itself denotes Brahman. According to Sankhya philosophers, they say, why are you going to the second Anandamaya? The first Anandamaya itself denotes Brahman. What is the use of saying that the first Anandamaya does not denote Brahman? Now, those of you who are wondering, why so much discussion about which word means what? So much of discussion, why? Whatever mean, let this also mean that. What is there? Why are you breaking our head? So here I want to tell the real significance of this. In law, also, sometimes we think, why somebody should break their head on what means what? But it matters a lot in law. Similarly, here also it matters. Why? Because this Anandamaya Kosha, when do we experience this Anandamaya Kosha? That is the question. See, let us put the question, turn it on its head, as they say. When do you experience this Anandamaya Kosha? You experience this Anandamaya Kosha in Shushupti, in deep sleep. So now, if this Anandamaya Kosha means Brahman, then what would be the conclusion? Always be in deep sleep. Then the conclusion will. So as we will see later on, the very reason which is now quoted by Sankhya philosophers, that it is Mayat Pravaha, means in succession of Maya. For the very reason, the final Anandamaya also will be ignorance. The logic they are giving is inside that there is nothing, but inside that there is Brahman. It is the closest covering. So it has not been told. Why it has not been told? Because immediately Anandamaya word has been repeated, and then that Anandamaya has been explained to mean Brahman. That is why it has not been told. So inside this Anandamaya is the true Anandamaya, which is Satchit Ananda. That is how we have to understand. And if we were to conclude that this that fifth kosha, Anandamaya kosha itself is Brahman, then all of us will be in Sushupti, all the time sleeping and say, oh, we have attained Brahman knowledge. There is a group of people who think like that. They have misinterpreted Ramana Maharshi's teachings, and they say, all you have to do is go into Sushupti. The first time I came across such people, I was simply surprised. But they are all well-meaning people, very well-read people. But they have come to this conclusion. So this kind of an absurd conclusion would come. That is why it is important to know which Anandamaya denotes Brahman and which Anandamaya denotes a covering on Atman. So here, Uchyamanatvat, because it has been told that inside one Atma, there is another Atma, then inside that another Atma, Anandamaya tu na kaschid anya antara Atma uchyate. But Anandamayat, other than Anandamaya or inside Anandamaya, na kaschit, no anya, separate antara Atma uchyate. Atma, which is inside, has been talked of in the Upanishad. Tena Anandamayasya Brahmatvam. That is why that Anandamaya, which comes finally Anandamaya, what you are calling Anandamaya Kosha, is actually Brahman. This is the objection of the Sankhya philosophers. Anyatha, if we don't accept this, else, anyatha means else, what will happen? Prakrita hana aprakrita prakriya prasangat iti. So there will be the prasanga, or there will be the context, or there will be the explanation of aprakrita prakrita hana. Prakrita hana means, prakrita means what has been told. Hana means losing. So then if we don't take it in this manner, that the Annamaya, Anandamaya, which has been told in the end, actually means Brahman. If we don't take it in that manner, then what will happen? Then we will have the problem of missing out on what has been expressly told. Prakrita means expressly told, clearly told. And aprakrita prakriya, and taking a meaning which has not been told. So if someone says, go to the market and buy vegetables. So somebody is telling, say X is telling to Y, go to the market and buy vegetables. Okay. So here what we have to do, we have to go to the market and buy vegetables. If someone says, oh, vegetable you have to buy. So, okay, let me see how I can buy. So then I go there and buy fruits and come. And then I say that vegetables and fruits, are they not actually same? Some philosophical question. So will you call a brinjal fruit or vegetable? Like that. Some question. So what has happened here? Here Prakrita Hana has happened. What has been expressly said has been ignored. And Aprakrita Prakriya. And what has not been said has been done. Nobody told you to buy fruits. You bought fruits. Or go to the market and buy vegetables. So there are two aspects of that sentence. One, you have to go to the market. Second, you have to buy vegetables. So what do? You go to stock market. Market. Nobody told you vegetable market. Then you buy vegetables. So part of the statement you are following, but you have gone to stock market. So that is also Prakrita Hana, means what has been expressly, clearly told has been lost or ignored. And Aprakrita Prakriya. So this is a problem which should not happen. This is not desirable outcome. So the Sankhya philosophers say that, see, here if you were not to take Anandamaya word to mean Brahman, then obviously you will be losing out on what has been told expressly and what has been clearly told, and you will be taking on some meaning which has not been told. So that is now explained by Shankaracharya. The answer to this objection is given by Shankaracharya. He says, Atra Uchyate. Here we reply. Yadyapi, even though Annamaya Dibhyaha, even though Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, etc. Iva Anandamayad Anyontara Atma iti na shruyate. Iva, just like, so just like Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, etc. In the case of Anandamayat, from Anandamaya, Anyantara Atma. Inside Anandamaya, no other Atma. Na shruyate, has been talked of. No other Atma has been talked of, or any Atma has not been talked of. Tathapi, even then, although it is like that, even then, na Anandamayasya Brahmatvam. Even then, this Anandamaya word, where it comes just after Vijnanamaya, cannot be taken to mean Brahman, Brahmatvam. Yata Anandamayam Prakritya Shruyate Tasya Priyameva Shiraha Modo Dakshina Pakshaha pramoda uttara paksha ananda atma brahma pucham pratishtha iti. So why it is not possible? Because though this Anandamaya, inside Anandamaya, other than Anandamaya, another Atma is there, like that the Shruti or Upanishad is not telling. But Anandamayam prakritya shruyate. After talking of Anandamaya, the Shruti or the Upanishad is saying, Tasya priyameva shiraha. That priya or like, desirable is its head. Moda dakshina pakshaha. Happiness is its dakshina paksha, means dakshina paksha, it is its right wing. Pramoda uttara paksha, it is left wing. Ananda atma, and Ananda is Atma. Brahma pucha pratishtha. Brahma pucham pratishtha. So the Brahman is the tail and it is the basis. This is what is told there. So basically, it has been compared with a bird. So here, if Anandamaya refers to Brahman, then why would this kind of an explanation or this kind of an illustration would be given just after telling about Anandamaya? That is the question. Tatra, there, in that context, yad Brahma mantra varne prakritam. So that Brahman which has been mantra varne prakritam, which has been explained through the words of or letters of mantra of the Upanishad, that has been Brahm, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma iti. What has been explained? Brahman has been explained as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. In Taittiriya Upanishad itself, this Brahma has been told to be, Brahman has been told to be Satya, that which is real, Jnana, that which is of the essence of knowledge, Ananta, that which is infinite, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma iti. In this manner, Brahman has been talked of, it has been explained. Tad, that Brahman which has been explained in such manner, here in this context, Brahma Pucham Pratishtha iti uchyate, has been talked of. Brahman is the tail and the basis. So here the confusion comes. That Brahman which is real, of the nature of knowledge and infinite, how can the Brahman become tail? So that Brahman which is now talked of as tail or basis, actually the Upanishad wants to give the explanation or wants to give us the knowledge or wants us to be aware of that Brahman, and so tad vijignyapayishaya eva. So only because of eva, only because of the purpose of letting us know, vijignyapayisha, the desire to make us know. Annamayad Anandamaya Paryanta Panchakoshaha Kalpante. Annamayadaya Anandamayam Maya Paryantaha Panchakoshaha Kalpante. So Kalpyante. So in the with the desire to make us understand, these coverings, or to make us understand the true nature of Brahman, starting from Annamaya up to Anandamaya, 5 koshas are imagined. In order that we understand the true nature of this Brahman, these 5 koshas or 5 coverings are imagined. Tatra, there, that means in that context, kutaha prakrita hana aprakrita prakriya prasangaha. So there, then where is the question of losing what has been expressly stated and taking a meaning which has not been stated? There is not there, because the Upanishad wants us to know about Brahman, or wants us to know about the coverings on Brahman, superimpositions on Brahman, and that is why the Upanishad is giving us an illustration of this 5 koshas. So where is the confusion? That is the idea. So then, now again there is an objection by the Sankhya philosophers. They say Nanu. Nanu means no, we cannot accept that standpoint, or we cannot accept that logic. Anandamayasya avayavattvena Brahma pucham pratishtha iti uchyate annamayadinam iva idam pucham pratishtha ityadi. Tatra katham brahmanah swapradhanatvam shakyam vigyatum. So here the question is, you see, Anandamayasya avayavattvena. So Anandamayasya avayavattvena Brahma pucham pratishtha iti uchyate. Annamayas mayadinam iva idam pucham pratishtha ityadi. So just like Annamayadinam idam pucham pratishtha. So just like in the case of Annamaya kosha and so on, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, idam pucham pratishtha. So this is the tail and it is the base. It has been told. Iva, just like that, Anandamayasya avayavattvena Brahma pucham pratishtha iti uchyate. Of Anandamaya also, as an avayava or as a part of, as an organ of Anandamaya, here it means a part of Anandamaya, Brahma pucham pratishtha. Brahman is the tail and basis, like that it has been told. So if that is the case, then tatra, in that context, katham brahmanah swapradhanatvam. How can Brahman be swapradhana? Means how can Brahman be the ultimate reality? Brahman cannot be ultimate reality if it is the tail of something. So how can it's being ultimate reality? Swapradhanatvam means it's being the ultimate cause. Shakyam vigyatum. How can one know that it is the ultimate reality? So if it is the tail of something else, how can it be the ultimate reality? So then to that, Advaita Vedantin answers, Prakritatvat iti Brumah. Brumah, we say that it is because it has been told, it has been Prakritatvat, because it has been told of, it has been talked of. What has been talked of? Brahman has been talked of as being Anandamaya. So it is told that this is Brahman. Who is telling that? Upanishad is telling that. Brumaha, that is what we say. So again, there is an objection by the Sankhya philosophers. No, we cannot accept that. Anandamaya avayavatvena api brahmani vigyayamane na prakritatvam hiyate anandamayasya brahmatvatiti. So what you are saying, O Advaita Vedantin, is that this thing has been told by the text, that is by the Vedas, by Shruti. If that is your objection, then that is your response, then we say, then if Anandamaya's Brahman is known to be an organ of Anandamaya, Brahma Pucham. So if Brahman is known to be the tail of Anandamaya, even then, Avayavattvena api, even if it is an organ or a part of Anandamaya, even then, Brahmani Vigyayan Mane, if Brahman is known to be a part of Anandamaya, even then, na prakritatvam hiyate. Its prakritatvam means that it has been told by, or it has been explained in such a manner by the Upanishad or the Vedas, is not hiyate, is not lost. Because if you, according to Sankhya philosophers, if you take it the other way also, that means if you take this Anandamaya to mean Brahman also, then also there is no problem. Anandamayasya Brahmatvatiti. Because this Anandamaya, the first Anandamaya, first mention of Anandamaya itself is Brahman. Like that, the Sankhya philosophers are again posing an objection. So now then Shankaracharya, Bhagavad Shankaracharya, he will give further clarifications and further arguments in support of the standpoint that the second instance of Anandamaya means Brahman and the first instance of Anandamaya means Anandamaya Kosha. So he will tell that. We will see it tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.